We're looking for a few change-ups with our weather, including a few storms possible tomorrow after a sizzling weekend. Then we heat up middle of the week. Actually, middle of the week, our temperatures will go down a little and we'll have a little less humidity, I think. And then our temperatures go right back up toward the weekend. And we're really not looking at much of a rain chance. Everything is trending a lot drier, aside from maybe tomorrow when we get a little front moving in. Right now, we're still at 92 in New Orleans, and we are still looking at our high temperatures that got kind of close to record highs, at least in spots. Today, we were 1 degree away from that record high at the airport in Kenner, still into the 90s. And as I was showing you our feels like temperature close to 100 or low triple digits. Kind of interesting. Yesterday, we actually hit 96 and tied the record high for yesterday's date. But our feels like temperature was only around 100 or even upper 90s. And then today we've had humidity rise just a little bit as our winds have become mainly southerly again. And then we'll see things change up a little bit heading into this week. So a few subtle ups and downs as we move into this week in June. Here's surface high pressure keeping almost any rain from forming today. We're watching this next front that will drop in tomorrow. So let me show you. I'm starting it here Monday morning. Looks like a quiet start to the day. Most of us in the 70s. And then through the midday hours, this is by noon, a couple of showers popping up. And this particular model actually has a pretty decent chance for some scattered rain as this front arrives. That was 4 p.m. This is 6 p.m. And then even at 10 p.m. we might have a couple of spotty showers left over. And then the front settles near our coastline and really a bit south of our coastline, I think, the rest of the week. And that will change our weather a little bit as we get into the middle part of the week. I'll show you in a second, but very quickly, our hour-by-hour forecast, we're dropping through the 80s this evening. North and south of Lake Pontchartrain will be in the 70s tonight. And tomorrow might be a little less hot. Our highs probably still lower 90s for most spots. And at least we have a chance for a couple of those showers and storms. Not looking particularly strong, but that will be our highest rain chance, I think, of this whole week, as I have a much lower chance now due to some factors after that front moves in. How much rain are we talking? Well, for us, not much rain at all, maybe a ½ inch or so in the greens showing up here. When you get to the blues, that's about an inch. This is for the next 7 days, by the way. Obviously, Florida is in for some rain, and that's because of that broad low pressure in the Gulf that we've actually been talking about for several days. Looks like the main thing, kind of like we've been saying for a while, is that this will just send a lot of moisture, especially over southern Florida. Looking at our humidity forecast, the browns are the drier air, the greens are humid air, and you can see we will get a bit of some drier air, so that will limit the chance for rain. It will also eventually let us heat up, but at first, at least for the middle part of this week, I have highs pretty close to average around 90 or 91. How big is the difference in humidity going to be? Not too big, but I think we might be able to feel it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even into Friday. And then this weekend does look pretty muggy. Now, our tropical outlook officially still has no development expected, but the same setup is still in play and still expected, with broad low just sending that moisture over Florida, especially to the southern part of the state, it looks like this week. So that would be the main thing that we're watching for in the general southeast Gulf Coast kind of area. But for us, it really translates into, first of all, lower rain chances, maybe a break in the mugginess. Temperatures about average for the middle of the week, but models are indicating toward the end of the week we may see them go right back up to middle 90s. Our rain chance at the most, it looks like about 30% through Sunday. We may have some showers returning Monday outside of this 7-day forecast. Of course, we'll keep you updated.